What's up, guys? Welcome to the Rants with Rage podcast. I am your host, Man vs. Rage, and this is a show where we rant about video game related topics and news. If you're an audio listener or a viewer on YouTube and would like to be a part of the podcast, you can join us live every Tuesday through Friday starting around 9 a.m. Central Standard Time over at twitch.tv/Man vs. Rage. That's MANVRSUSRAGE. And remember, if you are here live and would like to submit a question, use !question followed by your question in chat. So the topic for the day is, do video games cause violence? So there have been horrific shootings, lots of people's lives have been taken, and it really is sad. But I feel like the blame gets put on video games. So the blame gets put on video games now, and in the past it was music or movies, or at one point Dungeons and Dragons made people violent and kill people. I mean, they always have to pick a scapegoat instead of facing the real issue, which is it's mental health. I mean, that's just simply what it is. It's mental health. It's like people that are unstable. And sure, things like violent video games and music and things can like fuel those desires, but in the end, it's mental health. In my opinion, that's what it is. It's people are fucked up in the head, and sure, things can add fuel to the fire, but it all leads to these people need to get help, and they need to get these people help. Something I think that happens a lot of the time is you will see somebody struggling with mental illness, like a family member, a friend, and you just hope eventually they'll get better. But it ends up leading to stuff like what happened at like the Walmarts and stuff like that. So some stuff that kind of came from this is you have like Walmart taking down violent video game promotional things, violent movie promotional things, hunting video. They took down hunting videos in the hunting section, guys. But they refuse to address the actual problem, which is mental illness, and you still sell guns, bud. You still sell guns in your store. So like, you taking somebody like, okay, somebody's not gonna go into a Walmart and be like, fucking Doom is on the screen, all this blood, I'm gonna kill. No, that's not gonna happen, man. It doesn't stem from that. It's these people already fucked up, probably had traumatizing lives. Probably some people don't even go through shit, they're just crazy. I mean, that's happened before. Families would be like, we didn't even know he was capable of doing something like this. But video games are to blame. Like, you have the hierarchy in America talking about video games are to blame. Dude, I've played Call of Duty. I've played just dating GoldenEye. I've killed billions of people in video games, and never once have I thought about going to grab a gun and shooting a place up. There's plenty of studies that prove that it's not factual. It's just a scapegoat that they use they want to put the blame off on something instead of trying to attack the real problems. And I usually stay calm about matters but it pisses me off Because why the thing I love? Why the thing that I care about? Why are you trying to put the blame off on that? There are millions and trillions of things in this world that could set a fucking person off. Why are you targeting one thing? Sure, it could be an actual factor in some things, in some circumstances, but why single it out this time? Why does there always have to be a scapegoat? Why not face the facts? Gun laws in America are fucked. Like, I completely agree that people should be able to have guns. Yeah, why try to take away my video games? Dirty Dan in the chat says. It's. I'm not saying go fucking take away people's guns, but there's certain, like, I was talking to a good friend of mine, Todd, the other day about this. There are certain things that you just don't need as a gun owner. You don't need a fucking drum magazine. You don't need like a trigger that's gonna unload a clip in like 2 fucking seconds. You don't need none of that shit to own a gun. And these are the things that they should take away. It's stuff like that. I'm not saying take away people's guns. For one, extensive background checks, which they do that. I'll give that to them. But extensive mental checks need to be put into order, and if people can't 100% pass them, they should not be allowed to have a gun. Like, I mean extensive, like deep as shit like mental checks. Because to me, that's the cause of all of this. That's the cause of the violence. It isn't video games. It isn't music. It stems from a person's life and like what they go through and just like, are they all there? Because some people just aren't, and that's just a fact of life. And I really do think they should deal with these problems. Don't find a scapegoat. All right, so if anybody else has any questions, more questions, put them in now because I'm fixing to go to the questions. Okay, so to the questions. Suicide Center says, all comments to note, despite the most recent shooting that was blamed on video games being in July, only one of the top 10 games sold was what you could consider violent. As an outsider looking in, I consider gun laws the issue, not video games. No credible independent research has ever equated games to violence. If video games cause violence, then why after 20 years of FIFA am I still shit at football? Well, I'm sorry that you're not good at football, Suicide. After 20 years of FIFA, you still can't play football. But I completely agree. I think that the gun laws are 100% the issue. They really need to look at them in a better light. Cause okay, like, he has a bum knee. Don't fucking judge him. In the UK, they have the same fucking games as us, but less shootings. So how do you equate video games to shootings when other places have the same video games? Duh! But have less shootings because they have better gun laws. Huh. Wonder. But see, I think it's too late for them to just take everybody's gun. Just be like, we're taking everybody's gun and you can only have these certain types of guns. I think it's a little late for them to do something like that, in my honest opinion. Alright, Dirty Dan says, do video games help curb your anger? Yes. I would say video games have helped me not hurt people, honestly, because everybody that knows, I mean, it's in the fucking name. My name is Man versus Rage. I can get pretty fucking angry. And that transfers into real life sometimes. I can get pretty fucking angry. But video games take me away from all of that. They help me escape and calm myself down. Like, sure, I might get mad at a video game, but in general, like, it's just a slight rage most of the time. Sometimes I can get a little angry whenever things keep on going bad. But I've never thought about going to hurt someone because of a video game. And most of the time they do help with my anger and my anxiety and my depression. They actually help me. It's like a personal shrink or something of that sort. It actually does help me, you know, with those type of things. Kayet's Ka says, will video games cue my thirst for violence? I don't know how to answer this, man. Like, if you actually have a thirst for violence, quench? It says Q on my screen. Maybe it is quench. Maybe that's what he meant. But it's will video games cue my thirst for violence? My question was to help understand both sides and see how the shooters think. The thing is, like, the thing is, it's like if a person knows they have a problem like that, they need to get help. Like, I also think, like, in our country, a lot of people feel like they can't ask for help. Like, it's like taboo or something. And I really think that as in America, because I can't speak for other places because I don't live there. I think people should be taught at a younger age it's okay to ask for help, because a lot of us deal with anxiety and depression and things of that nature and anger problems these days, and everybody's scared to reach out for help, scared they're going to be shut down, scared they're going to be laughed at. And I think our country needs to do a better job of teaching people it's okay to get help. It's okay to not be okay, you know? Because people get picked on and shit for shit like that. And it's fucked up, man. We live in a fucked up world, man. The problem with it is someone planning a mass shooting isn't thinking well. Their brain has gone well off the rails. Yeah, 100% agree with that. And that's my take on what you asked. I think it's just we need a better system of telling people it's okay to ask for help at an earlier age. So when they grow up and they have things wrong with them, they'll actually seek the help they need. Suicidal Sanders, what game would you say has ever made you express the most anger, like physically damaging a controller, keyboard, hitting a desk, etc.? Call of Duty. 100%. Call of Duty brings out the worst in me. It brings out an anger. But see, it brings out an anger that I focus towards the game. It's not like I'm gonna ever play a Call of Duty and be like, you know what? This game is pissing me off. I'm gonna go fucking hurt people. Never, dude. I might talk smack to people and stuff like that, but I will never hurt anybody because of a video game. It's just essentially never gonna happen, man. And I just I just think, like, in a nutshell, I think they need to stop focusing on this shit in general, dude. Just when you got your president going up there talking about video games are the problem and not addressing the main issue. I mean, sure, they say mental. Sure, he did say mental illness. I will give him that, but that's not what people that's not what they're focusing on. They're focusing on the video games. They want to take video games off the shelf. Dude, I've played Mortal Kombat before. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go out and fucking freeze somebody and pull their fucking skull off. It's just not gonna happen. You know, it's dumb to even think that. It's like, oh, I played Doom and I killed demons, so I think everybody's a demon and I'm gonna go. No. It's ludicrous, man. So just parting words on the topic. We need to focus more on mental health and gun laws within our country, and also teach people that it is okay to seek help whenever you're not okay. But all right, guys, if you're here live, we won't be stopping the stream. But if you enjoyed the podcast, you can support by following the channel, or if you are listening on another platform, by subscribing. This has been the Rants with Rage podcast. Remember to come hang out with us live every Tuesday through Friday around 9 a.m. Central Standard Time over at twitch.tv/manversusrage. As always, this is Man vs. Rage, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.